Right, so we're covering pedestrian crossings and use of signals, and it's phase 1, and it's signals by indicator and arm, yeah? So I will want at some point to practice the arm signals, yeah?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What can you see in the middle mirror?
Oh, I can see the whole of the back window, and I see a bit of my head restraint and a little bit of yours.
Yeah, okay, and what about the right door mirror?
I can see 2 finger widths, and I can see the sky coming in the top and the road just about the middle, and the same in that one.
Okay, that's great. Do you want to start the engine or want to start off? Okay, so you're going to consider whether you need a signal here.
Oh yes, pedestrians there.
Yep, that's good. So we're going to, in case they walk out in front of us, they'll know what we're going to do. So we're going to be looking out for these pedestrian crossings.
All right.
And the way we're going to be
Signal,
you don't need to put a signal on to come back in, because the position of your car will give that away. And if you do signal to come back in, people will think you're turning left, or they might think you're parking.
Right.
And if you do that, then they might try and overtake you, and then they'll hit oncoming cars.
Right.
Okay, so it's important that we don't signal to.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right. So if you're going to pop your signal on 7 car lengths back, that's about now.
All right, yeah.
Pop it on. That's it. It's important that we pop it on.
Right and immediately left.
Right and then immediately left. It's important that we pop it on about 7 car lengths back, because that will give other cars around us plenty of time to react.
All right, yeah. Yeah, remember that's always 7 car lengths.
It's not always 7 car lengths.
Right.
If we have to, if there's another turning on the right before the one that we're going to take, then we're going to wait till we're just past that turning before we put that signal.
All right.
Because there could be cars pulling out of that turning that will then hit, because they'll think we're turning into theirs. We'll pop a left signal on.
All right, yeah.
So we're going to stop and let these pedestrians go, because they're already in the
There's no crossing
road.
there, though, is there?
There's no crossing there, but pedestrians can cross wherever they want to. And it's important that we don't wave them across, because we'll wave them into the part of oncoming traffic. But if they've already got a foot in the road, then we have to let them go.
All right.
So we're not going. You don't need to signal to pull out for the parked car, because if you do, people are going to think you're turning right, and then we'll cause a collision. So when we pull back in from these cars, you're not going to pop a signal on. No.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left. So how far back are you going to pop that signal on?
That's 7 car lengths.
Yeah.
Oh, 7.
That's right. Yeah. Why is that important?
Did you say something about giving people time to see it?
That's
or
right.
react, wouldn't it?
That's right. If people see our signal nice and early, they'll have plenty of time to react to what we're going to do. Okay, so bring your speed down.
Down.
Yeah.
I have brought it down, but.
Okay, you mustn't give it too much gas. You mustn't speed up on approach to a pedestrian crossing. Did you see the pedestrian
No, I
crossing?
didn't see it, no.
Okay, we're going to look
I'll
at
just
this.
come out a roll a minute, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why you didn't see the crossing, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you were too interested in the emerge, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the subject I've asked you to teach?
Yeah, pedestrian crossings and signals, yeah.
So that's what I'd be looking for in the new road, yeah?
Right, yeah.
Because identification is really, really important from your point of view of phase 1, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right. So we're going to be looking for these pedestrian crossings. And the way we're going to recognise them...
Yeah, I never saw that one back there.
No. It's, we'll be looking for... If it's a zebra crossing, we'll be looking for flashing amber beacons.
That's the crossing, isn't it?
That's a safe haven. And you don't have to stop for the safe haven, you can keep going. If there's somebody waiting on the safe haven, you can still keep going. You don't have to stop. But if they've got a foot in the road, then you have to stop and give way. Okay, and you don't beckon them across again, because if you did, then you'd be beckoning them into oncoming traffic.
I'm going to follow the road straight on.
I'm going to follow the road straight on. Can you see the flashing amber beacons of the zebra crossing?
Oh, I can, yeah. See that?
Okay.
I can see.
And there'll be zigzags
holes.
in the road. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is check your mirror. And then we're going to scan through the front window, right and left, to see if there's a pedestrian approaching it. There is a pedestrian, but he's gone past.
Oh, it's gone past, isn't it?
Okay, so it's safe for us to carry on. And it's important that we don't speed up to the zebra crossing, because you could have a pedestrian who just run out of a house and run straight across.
Oh, right,
If
never
you
thought of that,
sped
yeah.
up, you're going to run over them. Okay, so how are you going to recognise a zebra crossing?
I recognise that one because I saw them beacons flash really early, didn't I?
That's right. What's the first thing you do?
I'll check the mirrors then.
Okay, so you can see there's another zebra crossing there. So what's the first thing we're going to do?
I'll check the mirror.
Yeah, okay. And where are you going to look? After the front window.
I'll scan.
Right and left. Are there any pedestrians there?
No.
No. Okay, so what are you looking in your mirror for? There's another pedestrian crossing. So what's the first thing we're going to do?
I'll check the mirror.
Yeah, check your mirror.
All right, yeah.
Have a look. Okay, and what's the next thing we're going to do?
I'll scan.
Yeah, okay, scan it. Have a look.
Yeah, good look outside.
Okay, we're looking in that middle mirror because we want to see the distance and speed of vehicles behind us.
All right.
Okay, so this is a controlled,
And we're going to turn.
and we're going to turn left, a controlled zebra crossing, actually on a junction. Okay, so it's worth knowing that someone could press the button here, but there's no pedestrian.
Yeah, I just treat this like traffic lights, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going out right a minute.
Mm.
At the first crossing there, we said check the mirror.
Mm.
I didn't
You didn't
do
check
that,
it, I know.
and I didn't scan, yeah.
Mm.
So don't give me the second command until I've carried out the first one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we can see. Can you see the zebra crossing ahead?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'll check the mirror.
Yeah, check that mirror and then have a
All
look
right,
at it.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
a look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, and what's the next thing you're going to do?
I'm going to scan the crossing. Yeah. Nobody standing
Have
there.
a look either side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody standing there.
Okay, that's good. And what are you checking that middle mirror for?
Oh yeah. Let's see how far the cars are behind me. Yeah.
Yeah, the distance and speed of vehicles behind us. Okay, and what would you do if there was somebody standing at the pedestrian crossing?
Now we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right.
Oh, I'd stop, wouldn't I?
You have to stop at the pass, yeah. Okay, so here we have another pedestrian
Oh
crossing.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, first thing you're going to do?
Oh, check the mirror.
that mirror.
Oh yeah, check the mirror.
And
Yeah.
look.
And scan.
That's right. Okay, so how are we recognising those zebra crossings?
Oh, with those flashing beacons, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about them because there's no crossing here, is there?
No, but if they were planning to cross the road, you'd have to let them go because they're in the road, and you wouldn't wave them across.
Yeah, it's not a crossing there, though, is it?
No, it's not a crossing there, but they can still. Pedestrians can cross anywhere.
Oh, right.
You mustn't wave them across because you could wave them to oncoming traffic and they could get run over.
That's a signal, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to be sure. They shouldn't be doing that really. You have to be sure that you understand what they mean.
Oh yeah.
If they flash their lights.
He wasn't moving, so I thought it was best for me to go there.
Yeah, he did mean that for you to go, and you were able to interpret that right. But you have to be absolutely certain that that's what they mean. Because it's not something that you should do. You shouldn't flash
And
people
we're
with
gonna
red
turn
lights.
right.
And we're going to turn right. So when you look down the road into the right, we're going to be looking out for pedestrian crossings and also just pedestrians on the road that might be planning to cross anywhere. So you have to interpret that as well. But you shouldn't really signal to let somebody with your headlights, because people don't really know what it means. It can be a confusing signal.
Is that a crossing?
That's telling you there's a school crossing. There's a school nearby, so there's likely to be children crossing.
Oh, right.
So you need to keep your speed at a level where you know you can stop in the distance you can see, just in case a child runs out in front of you.
So I need to be watching out for them signs, though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, we need to be watching out for those signs. So there's a safe haven there. So if there was a pedestrian waiting in the safe haven, can you remember what you'd do?
Oh, I just keep going.
You'd just keep going, yeah. Why is that?
I'd only stop if they stepped up the crossing.
That's right. And you wouldn't wave them across. Why wouldn't you wave them across?
Because they might get run over by that driving instructor who just pulled across in front of me.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so can you see ahead? Can you recognise the zebra crossing?
Oh yeah, I see the black and white post.
That's right. So what's the first thing you're going to do?
I'll check the mirror.
Yep, check that mirror
Oh yeah,
then.
check it.
And what's the next thing you're going to do?
Scan.
Scan. Where are you going to scan?
Both sides.
Yeah, okay. So are you doing that?
No,
yeah.
no.
Okay. And if there was somebody there, what would you do?
Oh, they're funny lines, look.
The zigzag lines, yeah. If you're...
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right. It's important with the zigzag lines, you don't park on the zigzag line, because if you do, you're going to be obstructing the view of vehicles behind you, so they won't be able to see the pedestrians walking onto the zebra crossing, and then the pedestrians are going to get run over. And it's important that you don't overtake on the zigzag lines, because you could be overtaking into a pedestrian that you haven't seen. But you can overtake, if there's a cyclist on there, you can overtake a cyclist. Very slow moving cyclist.
But it'd be okay to park on the zigzags the other side, wouldn't it?
No, you can't park on the zigzags the other side, because oncoming traffic won't be able to see any pedestrians on this side that are trying to step onto the zebra crossing.
That's a bit inconvenient, because right outside my cash point is those zigzag lines.
Yeah, you still can't stop on it.
No.
Not at all. So can you see the pedestrian crossing ahead? The
No, he's on the
lights.
pavement.
The traffic lights. See the traffic
Oh, I
lights?
see traffic
so
lights,
the first thing you're going to do is check your mirror.
Oh,
check
right,
it.
yeah.
Right, and now scan either side of the...
Oh, that's a crossing.
That's a pedestrian crossing. That was a pelican crossing. So if there had been...
Turn right.
I'm going to turn right. So if there had been someone there and someone had pressed the button, the wait light would have been on,
Oh, right.
and then you know you need to adjust your speed and be ready to stop if the lights turned red.
Oh, right. And then I go when they go green.
Providing that the pedestrian is back on the pavement.
Yeah, so I wait
Because
till...
if you might have a disabled pedestrian on there that's going to take a little bit longer than the
Yeah, so I
lights.
wait till they go green, yeah?
No, you wait until the pedestrian is on the curb. And when they're green, providing the pedestrian's on the curb. If they're flashing amber...
Oh, they're the one that flash amber,
They're
right?
the ones that flash amber,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
sorry. So if the pedestrians are clear of the crossing and they're on the curb and it's safe and the amber light is flashing, then you can go.
Oh, right. Oh, so they're the one with the flashing amber.
Yeah, the pelican crossings have a flashing amber. The puffin crossings don't have a flashing amber. They won't turn green until pedestrians are safely off the road.
Well, you said you were going to teach me these arm signals today, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah. So when we make our next turning, we'll use the arm signals.
Oh, I've got to put
Not
the
yet.
window down, haven't I?
Yeah, we'll pop the window down.
Oh, right. And we're going to turn right.
We're going to turn right. So you need to check your mirror, make
right.
sure there's nothing overtaking.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so pop your arm out to the right.
All right, yeah.
Palm forward, hold on to the steering with
All
your
right,
left
yeah.
hand. Okay. And then bring your hand back in, hold on to the steering
back
wheel.
in.
No,
Oh.
bring your hand back in.
It's a
and
bit
hold
hard
on
to steer
the
with my hands
steering
in it,
wheel.
isn't it?
Sorry. It's important that you bring your hand back in and hold 2 hands back on the steering wheel for turning.
Should I count to 20 when my hands at there?
Yes, okay, that sounds like a good idea.
How about I count to 3?
Count to 3, that's a much better idea.
So these arm signals are used instead of my indicator.
No, you should have your indicator on as well.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left, so pop your indicator on.
Alright.
Right, now pop your hand out, palm forward, turn it round to the right, and anti-clockwise, big steering wheel size turns, 2, 3, and then back in, both hands on the steering wheel.
I'll give it a bit of a hand with the arm signals, yeah?
Yeah,
Right, so we're going to give the arm signal. We're going to use in conjunction with a normal signal. So it was a left-hand turn, so we're going to take the next turning to the left.
okay.
So use your signal as normal.
Yeah.
Check the door mirror, make sure there's no cyclist. Put your hand out the window, palm facing forward. 1, 2, 3. Yeah?
Yeah.
Hand back on the wheel, yeah?
Yeah.
It's also important that you tell me to keep my left hand on the wheel, yeah?
Yeah. Right, so we see these pedestrian crossings. The first thing you're going to do is check your mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Check, scan either side at the front. Okay, that's a puffin crossing, that one.
Is it?
I believe it was. So we're going to look out for these crossings. So can you see the school sign up ahead?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, if we've seen the school sign, what does that mean?
I'll keep an eye out for school children. Well, it could be a school crossing, couldn't it?
Yeah. Because children can run across the road any time, a lot of them don't have any road sense.
Either beacons and on those black and white posts, or light control crossings, isn't it?
That's right. What's the first thing we'll do when we see them?
I'll check the mirror, innit?
That's right. What are you looking for in the mirror?
Distance and speed of the vehicles behind me, innit?
Yeah, that's right.
And that's not a crossing, that's a safe haven.
That's right. That's good. Okay, so when you're looking ahead, what can you see?
Oh, I can see those black and white posts.
Yep, so what's the first
I'm going
thing?
to take the next turning to the right.
We're going to take the next turn.
It's not this one here, it's the next one. It's between the two buildings, yeah?
Okay, let's turn to the right. So we're going to check your mirror, pop your signal on,
Yeah.
pop your hand out the front, out of the window straight.
Oh,
That's it.
the
Hand
cyclist
back-
there again.
Oh. Okay, count to 3. Put the left hand back on the
All right,
steering wheel.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. And then we'll make the turn.
Is it important to check that mirror before I stick my
It
hand
is,
out there,
because
isn't it?
something could be overtaking you and you could hit them with your arm.
I
You
could lose
knock
my
the
arm,
cyc-
couldn't I?
You could, or you could knock the cyclist
I
off.
wouldn't be able to play the piano anymore, would I?
No, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
So have another go at the arm signals.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left, so we're going to check your mirror. We're going to put your left hand on the steering wheel, put your right hand out of the...
Alright.
Now you're going to turn it to the anti-clockwise, big turns.
I'll
3,
check the mirror
and back
myself
on.
there, because I don't want to lose that arm, yeah?
No, that's right.
Because
Check your mirror.
I've got a book. I spent loads of money on booking loads of
That's
piano
right.
lessons.
Let's do it again here.
And we're going to turn right.
And you're going to turn right. So right signal on, Left hand on the steering wheel. Check your mirror.
All right.
Pop your right hand
All right,
out.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it out there.
sure.
Count on 3.
And
Okay.
then
Bring it back
I'll
in
put it back
on the
in so I
steering
can
wheel.
steer.
That's right.
Right, forget the arm signal for now. I'll just carry on with the signals while you get
Yep.
here.
Okay. So why do we not signal to go around the parked car?
Oh, it confuses people. They might think I'm turning into a driveway or an entrance on the right, wouldn't it?
That's right. So what could happen?
Well, somebody could be pulling out the road on the right, like that car there.
Yep.
And if he thinks we're turning in there, he pull out in front of me.
That's right. Yeah. You could hear them.
Yeah, there's not much to do. It's these pedestrian crossings, and I said I learned it all very quickly, haven't I?
No, there's more. I'm sure. So if you had a staggered. Oh, if you had a pelican crossing, if it's the flashing amber and somebody was obviously still on there, we'd stop and wait. We need to pick up that reference point on where we're going to stop, so hopefully we'll have a chance to stop and pick one up.
Now we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right.
Would it be the same reference point that I used at Emerging when I done that a month ago?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so if we stop here for a moment, so where does that line
Well, I've
cut
got a
into?
car behind me. Do you
Okay,
want me
we
to hold
better
it
get
up?
going. We'll find out on another emerge. We'll use that same reference point.
I could probably tell you.
Oh, that'd be handy. Okay. Tell me the next one.
What's the question?
Where does the end of the road line cut into your car?
Oh, I normally use it, get it under that door mirror.
Right, okay, so we use the same reference point then for the pedestrian crossings. That's where you'd stop.
Oh, that's
And it's
handy, they're the
important-
same, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's important that we don't stop over that zebra crossing or that
Over the
pedestrian
crossing.
over the line
Alright.
of the pedestrian crossing, because we don't want to be in the path of pedestrians trying to make that crossing. You might force them to go around you and into the road, and they'll get run over.
Alright.
A blind person would just walk into you.
Yeah, alright.
And it's important we're not too far back from that giveaway line, because another car could try and overtake you, and then they're going to hit whoever's on that pedestrian crossing because they won't have seen them, because your car would have been blocking their view.
Now, why would they overtake me just because I stopped a little bit short to be on the safe side?
They might think you're trying to park.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Even though you're not
yeah.
allowed to, they may not know that you're not doing it.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's important as well that we don't overtake people on the zebra crossing. We don't overtake cars on the zebra crossing, because we won't be able to see what's any pedestrians on that crossing, and we'll end up hitting them. So again, can you see up ahead? What can you see?
Oh, I can see those black and white posts again, yeah.
Yes.
And they got them beacons on top.
That's right. So the first thing you're going to do is,
I'm trying to remember what it is now.
yeah,
Oh, it's a non-controlled.
this is zebra crossing. The first
Yeah.
thing you're going to do is check your mirror.
I'll check my mirror, yeah.
Yeah, and the next thing you're going to do is
Scan.
scan. Have you scanned it?
Nobody's
Have a
there,
look.
no.
Nobody's there. Okay, that's good. And we're checking your mirror. What are
And
you
we're going
checking?
to turn right.
And we're going to turn right. What are you checking your mirror for?
Sorry?
What are you checking your mirror for?
On approach to the crossing, you mean?
Yeah,
Oh, this is the speed of the vehicle going.
that's right. Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right. And there's another one. So the first thing you're going to do,
I'll check the mirrors.
yeah, brilliant. And then that's
Scan.
it. Scan it. Good.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left.
I suppose I could have been looking into that road a lot earlier. I see these crossings a lot sooner, wouldn't I?
Yeah, it's important when you're turning to look into the roads early, because you'll have pedestrians that are stepping out.
Yeah, because you won't be here on my test to tell me there's a crossing coming up, will you?
No. So if you look into that road nice and early, then you'll be able to see those crossings
maybe on the next one you can see if I spot it before you, couldn't you?
Okay. All right then.
You give me quite a bit of information now, haven't you?
Okay.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left. Do you need to put that signal on?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How far back do we have to put that signal on?
Oh, 7 car lengths about.
7 car lengths. Why is it
Yeah.
important to pop about 7 car
Give
lengths?
people time to react, doesn't it?
That's right. And if we don't give people time to react, what's going to happen?
Well, they might make an error, won't they? They might brake late or whatever.
That's right. And then they can run into the back of us, or they could swerve. They might have to swerve.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left. So when are you going to?
About,
That's right. How are you judging that?
about 7 car lengths. We'll count back 7 car lengths.
Yeah. So when you're looking into the new road, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for pedestrians and crossings, aren't I?
That's right, yeah. And if there was a pedestrian waiting on the pavement, what would you do?
I wouldn't beckon them across.
No, you keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like the way you give me the answer at the end. That really helps.
Okay.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left.
Now I see a black and white post. Look,
Yeah, okay.
check my mirror.
That's right. That's brilliant. Well done.
And we're going to take the next turning to the left.
And we're
You get me to
taking
find a
turning
place
to the
below
left.
it.
And we find a safe, convenient, legal place to stop
Oh,
on
okay.
there. And how are you going to consider whether you need a signal?
I'll check behind me.
Yeah.
Check ahead.
Yeah.
I'll give one because there is a pedestrian there. Isn't there?
Yeah. Because what might happen if you don't?
Well, she may decide to cross back to the other side of the road again, won't she?
She might do, yeah. That's right. So she'll know what you're doing if you've got your signal on. Okay. So what have you learnt this morning?
Yeah. Yeah, I learned quite a bit. I learned the timing of the signals.
When would you put your signal on?
About 7 car lengths away. Isn't
Yeah. But it's not always 7 car
No.
lengths, is it?
it? And I learned them arm signals. Yeah. But I learned I've got to check this mirror first, haven't I?
Yes.
And I learned I've got to keep one hand on the wheel,
Mhm.
and I should use it in conjunction with my indicator,
Yeah.
not to replace my indicator.
No, that's right.
I don't want to keep my hand out the window too long, do I?
No, just 3 seconds.
Because it's cold out there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then bring my hand back in.
Yeah. When would you use a hand signal?
I don't know. You didn't mention that, did you?
I didn't know. But you might choose to use it, for example, if you're turning into your own drive just before a junction, you want to make people aware that you're going to make that turn, so just to make them doubly aware, you could use a hand signal then.
Oh yeah,
So
because
it wakes people up a bit.
yeah, because my house is right at the end of a main road,
Mhm.
and at the end of my lesson with Bob,
Mhm.
we turned right back into my drive.
Mhm.
A lot of people brake really sharply behind me because they think I'm going to the junction.
Yeah. So if you gave them an arm signal, it might wake them up to the fact that you're turning a bit earlier.
Yeah, because you don't see arm signals being given very often, do you?
No, you don't. No.
Okay, leave it there.
Okay.
Well, relax.
Okay.
Yeah. Some good stuff there. Yeah, there was a lot. I had to push you to fill the blanks in, didn't I?
Yes. Yeah.
Especially on the pedestrian crossings, yeah?
Mm.
I was going round in between crossings, there was nothing happening.
Yeah.
That's time to get the information in, yeah?
Yeah.
We were sitting in silence there, yeah?
Yeah.
If it was phase 2, you'd be nagging the
I'll get it in the wrong way around.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so obviously there we didn't get a chance to stop at a crossing. That doesn't mean to say that we can't pick up the reference point here. It is actually the same as emerging, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you know, have you got a reference point for when you're emerging? Oh yeah, I have. Yeah. It's exactly the same. It's going to be either the giveaway line at the zebra crossing or the stop line at the Pelican or the Puffin, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously the school signs that we pass. Whoops. Get out of the way quick. Yeah, it's important to mention them because even though it's Saturday, they could be in school today, couldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have actually given me quite a bit of information about the crossings, yeah? But you're like a mother hen. You hate me to be to have the slightest bit of independence, don't you? And even sometimes when you do try and ask to see what learning's taking place, I'm just about to give you the answer. I'm actually in the middle of giving you the answer on some occasions, and then you fill in the last bit for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you know what I know and what I don't know?
Right. Yeah.
You don't, do you?
No.
Yeah. You know, if you ask me a question, let me answer it. Yeah. If I don't give you the correct answer, then you know there's gaps in my knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was one question, I forget what it was now. You asked me a question, it was just a few minutes ago, and I was just about giving you the answer, and you finished off my sentence for me. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are, you know, so at phase 1, you have actually taught the subject quite well. It was the identification of pedestrian crossings, yeah?
Yeah.
Every time we saw one, right in the early stages, you got to identify, and you missed the first one completely.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And I think you probably got a pretty good idea why you missed it. We were actually turning left. The crossing was just ahead of us. Where were you looking?
I was up and down the emerge.
Yeah, you were looking at the emerge, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the crossing was there. And even if I didn't know the area, I think I probably would have spotted it before you anyway. Because as I was emerging, you were looking to the right. I could see the crossing coming up ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, no mention made of it. What am I going to do? I'm going to accelerate at it, am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the identification, talk about it out loud, how you're identifying it. Then, you know, before we get near the end of the session, then I should be able to identify it, yeah?
Yeah.
But I need to be prompted. And obviously then you need to listen to my answer, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so some good information there, just a little bit over control, and I would have liked to have seen, very similar to what you've done with the signals. You were asking me, you know, when am I going to signal here and why? And that was good because you had given me good information. So you had put the money in the bank in the first place. But you had actually put quite a bit of money in the bank with the pedestrian crossing, so therefore you could have drawn some money out near the end, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And asked a bit more questions. Yeah, they were generally quite good. We didn't get to stop, so therefore it would have been important to kind of make a link with where do you stop. Again, I just can't understand why I had to bring the zigzag lines up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're thinking what you covered on the brief is gonna save your bacon on the move, it's not. Yeah. Anything that's mentioned on that brief goes out the window when I start the engine. It just formats the hard drive. Yeah. It needs to be talked about on the move. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that for next.
Okay.